All right, so you sent us this piece on hope, and we're excited to dive right in.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
really looking to grasp what hope means,
Yeah.
like really get it,
Yeah.
and how it helps when things get tough.
Mm.
So today we're going to try to extract those core ideas
Hmm.
and explore all the different facets of hope and see why it's so important when we're facing challenges.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's important to note right off the bat, this is about more than just a fleeting good feeling, right?
Right.
The text really starts off by asking this really powerful question, like, what happens after things fall apart? Do we just stay down, or is there something that kind of helps us get back up?
Yeah.
And that's where hope comes in, right? It's all tied into how we bounce back from those tough times.
Okay, so let's get into how the text actually describes hope.
Okay.
It uses some really strong images.
Hmm.
Um, First off, hope is like a beacon in the dark. Now, for everyone listening, think about those times when things are so uncertain you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
and that beacon is that one steady light
Mhm.
showing you that there's still a path forward.
I love that. And what I find so interesting is that the beacon isn't the whole story, right?
Right.
The text goes on to describe hope as this invisible thread almost that connects us to our dreams.
Oh, wow.
And it's weaving in resilience and determination along the way.
Yeah.
So it's not just about seeing the possibility, but it's that pull that keeps you moving towards it, that inner drive.
Hmm.
What does that invisible thread feel like for you when you're working towards something really difficult?
That's a great question. It makes me think of it as the why, why keep pushing forward? It's that
Mhm.
connection to the goal that keeps you going.
Exact.
Then the text talks about hope as an anchor during life's storms.
Mm.
And we all know those storms, right? Those times where you're just trying to keep your head above water.
Oh, for sure.
And that anchor, this is what the text says, gives us stability and the strength to just ride it out, knowing that a new day will come eventually.
Yeah, and I love how that connects to the idea of renewal.
Right.
That anchor reminds us that even the worst storms, they don't last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the text goes on to present hope as a compass this time, pointing us towards new possibilities, almost sparking our passions.
Okay.
It's that sense that there's always something more to aim for, even when things are tough right now. Does that resonate with you?
Absolutely. That sense of, future direction.
Yeah.
So we've got these amazing images, guiding light, connecting thread, steady anchor, directional compass.
Powerful stuff.
But the text makes a really important point here. It says that hope is not just these passive ideas.
Right.
It calls it a formidable, steadfast force that actually drives us forward, even with all the obstacles.
It's active.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. It's not just wishful thinking.
And that active element, I think, is especially crucial when we find ourselves in a really dark place.
Ah.
The text even describes hope as a lifeline in those moments, pulling us out of the depths and reminding us that we have the strengths to overcome.
Yeah.
And it's also described as the light that shines within when everything outside feels bleak.
That inner light. I love that.
Yeah.
It's about our own inherent capacity to, rise above.
Absolutely.
So bringing it all together, this text is really showing us that hope can feel simple on the surface, but underneath, it's this powerful and active force that guides us, connects us to what we want, keeps us stable, gives us direction, and ultimately empowers us to tackle challenges head on,
Yeah.
with this belief that things can get better and that we can find meaning even in the toughest times.
And for those listening out there, the real takeaway here is to recognize that hope has all these sides to it.
It's true.
It's not just a feeling, it's something you can actively engage with as you move through life.
And on that note, I want to leave you with something to think about. How would consciously recognizing and nurturing this force of hope, that inner light guiding beacon steady anchor, how would that actually change the way you approach the challenges you're facing right now? Or even the ones that might come up in the future? It's something to really consider.
It is.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into hope.
Thanks